according to my notes, Karl Pilkington is a jazz connoisseur. Is that true?
No.
No. Okay. Oh no! Apparently you bought a CD once with some jazz songs.
No, I've got a load of. It's when I was writing my book. That's out now, and I just wanted some music whilst you're writing, and I find that if you have songs and people are singing and that, you're focusing on that.
Right.
So I downloaded one of them cheap ones. You get like 1,000 songs for about $4.99.
Yeah. And I had jazz on it.
Yeah, it's just jazz.
Just jazz. I'm a Celebrity is back on tonight. Will you be watching?
See, it's good to see who's going in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's cruel? That's the thing I don't like about it.
Some of it is, yeah, for sure.
Just eating, all the grubs and that.
Oh, I thought you meant on the celebrities.
No, I'm not. Honestly, not bothered about them.
It's cruel eating the bugs.
Just what have they done wrong? I don't want to bring the tone down. It seems like really serious now, but I just think. Some of them have more use to the planet than some of the people on that list. Again, I'm not having a go, I don't even know some of them. But the thing is, I'm just a big insect fan. So, and I'll spend time... I would rather watch an insect than some of them.
Yeah, but if you're eating pork, you're killing an animal, so it's an insect. You've been...
You don't usually eat a pig alive, though, do you?
Pardon?
Yeah. You don't usually eat a pig live.
No, but you eat oysters live.
They're delicious.
That's true.
I was cleaning the windows the other day, and there's a lot of snails about at the moment because it's damp, isn't it? And I lifted the sash window up, and there was a little mini snail there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever witnessed it, but I don't know the right phrase to use for it, but it was getting rid of its waste.
Right. Yeah.
You see it going through its body. You can actually see it. And before I cleaned the windows, I thought I'll let it finish. Yeah. that is how nice I am to insects.
You are a compassionate man.
I'm really, honestly, I'm not making it up. I'm really I've never killed anything on purpose.
Have you seen Turbo?
This isn't caught.
How is your cooking, Carl?
I do a bit if I have to.
Yeah. Apparently your girlfriend went away recently, didn't she? And,
she went away for 2 weeks, and I was emailing her.
You got some
pictures.
Yeah,
she left me ingredients.
She left you the ingredients?
And like little emails, and it started off... Is it that one there?
That's good.
Can we get that?
Can we get that? Yeah,
right, there you go. That was day one. I did like the classic...
That's pretty good.
Egg, sausage, beans and chips.
Yeah.
We can go through it. I moved on again. That was the second day. I did a little burger with some veg and mash.
Veg! No, that's not veg. What was that?
Carrot.
What was that?
What do you mean, what's the veg?
3 carrots. 4
But hang on. This is what I got to, and I'm really happy with this. Hang on. Look at that one. That's like chicken. Look at the gravy thing. The gravy.
Ah, yeah.
Gravy squiggle.
Yeah.
See, I just eat to just fill me up. I won't be messing about. I'll never do this, what you're doing now. Do you ever think, like, the amount of life you're wasting? Just... No, because, like, before with the beans, you were messing about for ages and microwave a minute, and then I can get on with stuff, but you're messing about. It's true, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is true, but what stuff are you going to get on with?
Yeah.
Well, there must be other stuff that needs doing in the house.
But don't you think... But life's quite nice to be distracted, don't you think? Do you not like being distracted?
I do, but with... Well, yeah, all right, fair enough. This is your thing, then, isn't it? It's just I don't get any joy out of it.
Carl, you like your weird and wonderful animals, don't you? A bit.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
We've got a story for you that broke this week. Researchers at Bangor University have discovered that the oldest animal in the world was 507 years old. It was a clam.
And someone's ate it, haven't they?
No, they didn't eat it, but it's 570 years old. They opened it, managed to get the sort of the age of it, and then sadly I think it died when they opened it.
Are they the ones that have pearls in?
That's oysters, I think.
Is that part of the same family?
I don't know. Simon?
What was the question? Sorry, I'm trying to kind of...
Is a clam the same family as an oyster?
Yes.
It's official, then.
But lobsters, I heard the other day that they live forever if you don't kill them.
Lobsters, yeah, I mean, lobsters live for about 100 years, apparently.
They live forever?
Forever, I heard. If nobody catches it, no one eats it, they carry on living.
Or they can't die?
They just carry on.
Well, why isn't the planet just filled up with lobsters then?
Because we eat them.
So we're the only thing which is stopping them. Other creatures must eat them as well, no? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty mad, isn't it?
So the only way to die if you're a lobster is being eaten.
Yeah. How depressing.
This can't be true. This is such nonsense. And there's marine biologists everywhere going, no.
I'll tell you what, maybe not all lobsters. There's a type of lobster and a type of jellyfish that will just carry on living.
But we don't eat jellyfish.
Look,
Oh,
why
actually,
you,
they do.
I'm
They
just
do in
telling you a
Asia.
fact.
Yeah, but then why...
Is it a fact, though, Karl Pilkington?
I'm sure, isn't there anyone here who does...
Is there anyone there?
Let's look around.
Honestly.
Steve might know. Steve
Where's he
Baxter might
gone?
know.
Where's he gone?
Well, he's out the back there. We'll drag him in a minute and see if he knows.
I'm sure.
I'm hearing in my ear that you might be right.
Right then.
We're when you Google lobster, the first thing which comes up is immortal.
Right then. Thank you.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
But
Good,
it's so
stop being
ridiculous it could be true. It's like...
The rubbish.
It's so ridiculous. I can see it being true.
Or something lives
Or
forever.
hard to prove.
Because they look old, don't they? They always
Disprove
look
all
old.
that.
Wouldn't you know? If that was true, that would be like one of the first things you were ever taught.
Yes,
that
it would be.
Everyone dies except the lobster.
Yeah.
Like, but
How do we turn
they wouldn't
ourselves
go,
into
no.
lobsters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone would want to be a
Right,
lobster.
someone please let us know officially, because you're all getting on my nerves.
But if it is
They'd be
true...
worshipped.
If it is true, then never mind zombie apocalypse films, then lobster apocalypse films would be
Yeah.
far more exciting.
All right then, it doesn't happen.
Steve Baxter has just told us that lobsters live to their 80, and there's a jellyfish called the immortal
You're always going to get the odd
jellyfish.
one who dies, you know, younger.
He just told us earlier about lobsters never die, and you said there's a jellyfish, a mortal jellyfish.
Yes, yeah. Lobsters have extreme longevity, particularly in cold waters, but there is this incredible creature that was discovered relatively recently, which starts off as a larva and it goes through to its medusa or swimming form, and then it goes back to being a larva again, and then back. So theoretically, it could live forever, and they call it the immortal jellyfish.
Immortal jellyfish.
Yeah.
But in theory, it would never die.
In theory, if it was never predated upon, then it would live forever. But this obviously has never been tested. I mean, they only discovered it a few years ago, so they haven't had the chance to see how long it will actually exist. But this whole process of going from basically a child to an adult and back to a child again.
But it's got no memory, has it? So.
We're not sure about that. I mean, they have ganglions of nerves, so they have the same kind of sensations as perhaps we do, but whether they have higher functions in terms of... I'm just babbling now.
That'd be depressing, though, wouldn't it? Knowing that it's just like, oh, I'm a kid again, I'm old again.
Groundhog Day.
Judging it, you'll be going, it's good as last time.
Maybe that's a good idea for your next show. You go and meet wild animals.
Yeah, I do. Honestly, I'm really, ever since a young age. In fact, when you were talking about the truffle thing with the dog, I had a pet magpie when I was younger.
You had a pet magpie?
Pet magpie. And the way that dog's finding truffles, my magpie used to come back with rings and stuff. He used to go into
Now
people's
we're
houses.
talking.
He used to come back, sometimes it was like a Coke ring, you know, if I can. Now and again, little necklace, because they go for shiny stuff, don't they?
I always thought that was a myth, didn't you? I didn't think that
No,
was
they do
real.
it. They do it.
No, it is
People's
true.
houses.
This is how we make our money.
What, magpies?
We get
Thieving
we
magpies.
get a flock of magpies. Is it a
I
flock?
think this is why there's
it,
less jobs going, because animals are nicking them all.
Yeah.
When you think the dog,
All right, Steve, we have a clip of
finding
your...
bed bugs as well, aren't they, dogs?
We...
They work in hotels now. They're taking over, I'm telling you. I've got a couple of false widows at home.
Oh, right,
They're
fantastic.
sort of see-through, sort of red-legged a little bit, aren't they?
They have a kind of circular, almost pea-sized abdomen with kind of white markings on it, and they live in a messy web that you'll find in your
Well,
shed.
fine web, though,
Yes,
really fine.
yeah, very
innit?
fine, yeah.
Can you put that on now? I want to try and beat
absolutely.
the phobia of them.
I don't like it.
See, you should have got in the jungle, Carl, and then you could be doing all this.
Too easy.
Yeah,
Too
I'll
easy.
tell you what it is. It's not. Digging it. I was in Japan recently, and I walked past the restaurant. There was a Chinese soft shell turtle
Right, yep.
in a box waiting to be eaten. And I was like, I can't leave it because it was on its own. I ended up buying it, thinking I'll save it. Never again.